Stay double file.
Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky 194, and I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to stop in and visit and check out my video. And we are here in LFM in the Coach Dave Sprint Series. Not doing too well this week. It's really struggling, and that's not for lack of effort, but just not doing that good. I really need to stop the bleeding and just try to finish. I just not doing good at either track this week for some reason. Can't find the handle of the Porsche.
Green light, go, go, go. Car on the left. Clear on the left. 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 Car on the left.
Damn it.
Clear on the left. Car on the left.
They dive bombing me.
Clear on the left. Yellow flag in sector 3.
Yeah, I wonder why he's got damage. That's the way it's been this whole week. He's getting dive bombed, and me making mistakes. I just need to come out of this with a finish. I'm gonna keep telling myself that.
Car on the right.
See, look at here we go again. I mean,
Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right.
I mean, they make a mistake and they still don't want to give it up, even though they made a mistake.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Kyalami is not one of my strong tracks. That is for sure. It's not that I don't like it. I just can't not find the pace. I mean, I'm just decent at best.
Well done, mate. Yours all the best.
Maybe now I can get some kind of pace going, hopefully. other car that, I mean, I'm probably even worse than here is AMG. I can't get any pace out of that either. I mean, I'm decent, just, I don't even know if it's decent. I'm a few tenths slower than anything else. The best pace I have is in the Huracan here. So far that I've seen, but it's nothing great. Just struggling.
Fastest lap of the race so far.
Like that. This turn up here I usually do decent in, but I've been struggling with this one too. Trying to work on this is just me. I can't trying to get through here consistently without sliding or going off the track or wrecking or whatever. All the above, just like here. I always suck through here, no matter what I do. Like that turn, hitting the curb, sausage. Too wide and you go off in the grass.
The driver ahead is sector 3.
Or if you hit it, or you know, if you hit it, you wreck. Or I mean, it's tough.
Yellow flag ahead, watch out in front.
Oh shoot. take that.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Well, let's see what we can do here. It would be nice if I could get those guys up there.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Still a long way to go.
That was crazy. Man, I'm dodging cars. Good grief. Looks like the sister car to this one. As I say, it's not it's not even close to being the fastest, but it's pretty consistent. Oh, there's gonna be trouble. Thought he's going to get me. Oh, no, he's not. Looks like I'm not the only one that's having problems through here.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right.
Whoa.
Clear on the right.
Messed that one up. 2 seconds worth of damage. I think I bumped the Audi. Just bumped him. I tried to go round him wide. I think I bumped him. Oh, we're tripping all over each other. Oh, there goes the Porsche.
Gaining on the car ahead is up to 3. Car on the right. Clear on the right. There's some light damage on the right.
That was my bad.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Let him have it back, because that was my bad. I think I got to pull it away from these guys if I would have been able to do it before getting damaged and all that kind of stuff. A couple tenths faster than the Aston Martin, but I don't know if we'll catch him. Ooh, I thought he was gonna lose it. All over the place. It's hard to know where he's going to go. He's fighting the car, so I mean, it's just. Last lap coming up.
Right, man. Leader is on the final lap. Give me the one you can. At least I pulled away from the Aston Martin behind me. Pete. You did your best.
All right. Best I could do. Plenty of fuel left over. Yeah, it was a good race. You know. Yeah. It's a good race, though. It's a good race. Can't really complain about that one. At least I finished. Got some points, though, because I had a few incidents. But, you know, that's the way it goes. Nothing I could do about that. At least I moved up. I think I started 11th or something, moved up to 7th. So at least I finished. So we'll go ahead and come back to the track, and then we'll go over the setup because I want to go over some things and just some options for everybody in case they want to try this or try that or something that works better for you guys. So we'll come back and go over it. And then, of course, we'll go to LFM and just see how we did. Alrighty, well, let's go over the setup. Again, you know, just wanted to, might have to talk about a few things. Just to give y'all, I try to give you as many options as I can. So, you know, you can try to get it to fit the way you want it to fit to your driving style. Or try different things to see if you can find more pace. So let's go ahead and get into this. Let's see. I think it was. I was up here. Yeah, it was kind of. It's kind of hot. So there. So yeah, because I think the temperature was like 29°C and the track was like 30 something. So. But, you know, I ran a lower 42, and really that's not bad for those conditions. But, I mean, really that's about all I can get is a high 41 or a low 42 in race conditions. I just, you know, really, I mean, I need to be faster than that. But, you know, the only car that I can get faster is a Huracan. A Huracan I can run around mid-41s. But, I mean, again, for some reason the Porsche, you know, it should be quicker, but I just cannot find the performance there. So again, let's see what I have it up here. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, I'll change it to what I had it at the end. Again, just trying to what I had in that race there. So we'll go over this page because that's where I had it. 25.4 left front, 25.5 left rear, and 25.2 right front and right rear. The toe on the front is a negative 0.15 with the camber at negative 3.6 and the caster at 10. And the toe on the rear is a positive 0.15 with the camber at negative 3. Now, here I have thrown really at this whole combination. I've thrown everything but the kitchen sink here. So I've been here from negative 0.1 all the way to negative 2.5 or 25, I should say. Can't even talk, but yeah, like right up to there, negative 0.25. So I've been all over the place. Trying to find just any kind of grip. The track just don't have a lot of grip. So I'm really trying everything I can to find the balance of the car. I've tried all the way to maximum negative camber, all the way down, and this is like a happy medium. I really don't see any major difference, maybe a little bit of difference, but then the problem is where you gain in one turn, you lose in another. So I'll give you an example. you run -4, maxed out negative camber, and it seems to really like it when you go through that fast right-hander there. The one that I told you that I was having some issues with. It seems like it likes more negative camber there. But then when you get to the top of the hill and you got the hairpin there, it hurts it. And then also it hurts it when you got to go around that sausage where a lot of people wreck there right before the last turn. I mean, because you got to, the closer you can cut it, the faster you can be on the gas, and you're less chance of going off in the dirt, and this and that. So it's a very precise thing right there. And when you have more negative camber, even I tried that, and then putting more toe in it to try to help it, and it seemed to help a little bit, but it still wasn't where I wanted it. And you start getting a little bit, you get more mid-corner understeer and stuff like that. So it just, you keep flip-flopping back and forth trying to find the handle. So again, I'm sorry. I mean, I wish I could be doing better with this. I mean, it's a good consistent package, but again, just trying to find a handle is, the balance where it likes it is definitely a challenge here. Again, I'm still trying to figure out, the pace here. 3, 3, and 3. Of course, I just had this at 53 liters. Here, I got 3 on the anti-roll bar. Brake bias, you can start out at 50, 51. I was all the way down to 48 that last lap, just trying to give every kind of rotation I could because I knew the fronts were getting burned up. Steering's all the way down. Springs on the front are 119,000. Again, I've tried 127, but there's not a lot of grip in this place. So you can't run too overly stiff, and you just slide. So I just, no matter how much you put towards the front. So I just stuck with that. Bump stop rate 600. Bump stop range is 3. And on the rear, the spring's 187,000 with a bump stop rate of 900 and a bump stop range of 10. And again, I've tried stiffer springs with this. I've gone up. I think I just went up 1. Didn't go 2, but I went up 1, and it didn't really help. Again, you get more slides, those long slides, and it just doesn't help. No grip. So I went back down. So plus it takes the bumps a little better. Here, anti-roll bar. Now this, it did seem to help a little bit, so I might have found a little something. I went with a extra click of roll bar on during the race, so I did have a 5 roll bar on the back, and I think my the diff was still 60, or was it 70? I'll stick with 70. Either way, 60 or 70 is really close, but again, that's the only thing I think I changed that, and it did seem to help a little bit to be able to rotate through the corners. Shocks, which we can go over Motec and see how bad they are off. Let's see here. All right. Well, there's my fast lap of 142.15. It's actually faster than my qualifying. My qualifying was a 142.18. So I actually ran a faster lap. Probably had some draft help or something. Maybe might have helped me just a little bit. So let's look at this. Let's redo the graph. Get a little bit more separation. So let's see. We got 48.8 here. So again, that could come up a little bit. This looks like it could come down, but this could come up. Because you can see it goes down and then kind of comes up. So probably go down a click and up a click here, and actually needs to go. We only got 48.8, so we could go up a little more. So this is already down pretty far, so I'm just going to go up another click there. I'll go 2 clicks because the other one's 7, so let's just go that way. Next, see, this is 51.3. So again, that doesn't look too bad. I mean, it looks actually pretty decent. Little high on the low side there. This looks just about right, but it's pretty good. I probably just leave that. I don't think there's. Yeah, I mean, I can go down 1 there, but I'll just leave it. This is 47.7. No, 47.6. I'm sorry. So 47.6. I can go maybe 1 more click here and 1 more click there. Trying to get up near 50, but that's about all I could do with that one. I think I'll just leave it where that is. So we'll just go with that on the conservative side. And again, I see they take different, different sides, different things. So this is 51, actually 52 something. Yep. So this is a little high. Looks like a little high on the low there too. So we'll knock this down 1. That's about all I can do with that. And this one's 48.6, about 49.5, something like that. So that's not too bad, but it's actually a little high here. Not too bad there, a little low. We'll see what the graph looks like. And we'll go down. We'll go down 1 there, because I want to bring this back down. Here, it's not real. It's a little high here anyway, so I hate to add more. I like it to keep it mostly even up through here, and it's got some jagged steps instead of a nice gradual or even all the way up. So I guess we'll just leave that. So, but we did lower it down a little bit, so try to get it closer. This is 49.9, little like 50 point something, so 50.5 or something like that. So this is high, but this is good. So this is high. So let's look at this. Yeah, this needs to come down. Oh, let's just go back all the way down there. Let's get this back down because it's too high. It's over 50. Plus, I don't like this. This is way too high. So we need to bring this way back down. So hopefully that helped. This is 48.5, so that's not too bad. Again, a little high everywhere, really. Just a little bit, though. It's not bad. And we'll just bring that down 1. So we'll bring it down 1 just to get it, try to help it out a little bit. This is a little high also, but it's not terrible, but it is a little high. So, but we'll leave it. Trying to make littler steps. Again, we just keep trying to fine-tune it. That's 51.5. Again, a little on the high side. Probably needs the same thing. This is, this is high. Whoops. Wrong one. There we go. We'll just go that same thing. So I think we'll stick with that. They're pretty equal. This is right front for some reason. It's on the rebound side. But see, a pretty big difference. So it must be something you hit, run over a curb or something like that that changes it. Let me see. I didn't have any. See, that's a little better there. Let's see, that's different. Let's check another lap. I like checking a few laps just to see what they look like. And I see it's still a little high on this side. And high down here. What about the qualifying lap? Oh. I don't know what the deal is with that one. Alright, well, we'll just stick with what we got. So, no sense of changing anything else. So we got 1227 on the left side. Left front, right front is 1147. And then on the left rear, well, on the rear itself is 1127. So again, left front, right front, probably just over certain curbs that you hit and things like that, it makes it do different things. So again, it's close. Every time I do it, I try to get a little bit closer, a little bit closer. Aero, it's all the way down in the front. 73 in the rear with a 5 splitter. This was maxed out. Rear wing was 12, maxed out, and brake ducts were 3 and 3. Actually, this was 74. So the ride height in the rear was 74. So, yeah. So that's what I had in this. That's what I had in the race right there. I've tried all kinds of things. I've tried different ride heights. I've tried lowering the wing. I've tried just numerous things. So again, I really like, a couple times I almost went with that's why I had it at 10. A lot of times I almost went with the 10 and adjusted this accordingly. But, you gain like 1 mile an hour. That's what you gain, 1 mile an hour down the straightaway. But, in this track where you're only running 145, 146 miles an hour, it's not that big of a difference. I know it helps, but I don't really think that, you really need to be able to be great in the brakes and, be able to get around these corners, as fast as possible. So, again, I just went with that. So, again, I'll let you, again, I share all my setups and, they're for free. And, again, it's a solid setup. I mean, as far as, consistency, it's not too bad. Drivability, I think, is really good. It's just pace-wise, it's just, and of course, some of that's me, I'm sure, as driver. So, but overall, I always share them, whether they're super great or they're just okay. I just share them in case anybody is still better than what an aggressive is, as far, in my opinion, or the standard setups. So again, I will leave a link of this in the description. So now we got to go ahead and let's go to the LFM homepage and see what that is. Alrighty, well, we're back here at LFM and the homepage. Let's see what the results are. And we were in the 4 split. Again, not doing so well. There we go, 7th. 9. Oh, I was gonna say, oof. 9 incident points. I don't know where my ELO's gone down so bad. I didn't think it was down that low, but man, it's worse than I thought it was. Safety rating's not doing too bad though. My safety rating moved up again, 0.13 to 634 or 647, I should say. And our ELO, we gained 57. So I moved up 6 positions. So I thought that was pretty decent, but of course the 9 incident points didn't help. So again, we're still really down in the basement. So, safety ratings is acceptable. I've been, holding my own, even though I'm not doing the greatest. My safety rating has been kind of going up and down a little bit here and there, but my dang ELO is just, I was up over 1,500. Now I'm back way down again. So again, Mount Panorama and Kyalami have not been kind to me. But a lot of it's just me too, so it's just me. I'm just kidding. It's just the way it goes. You just, peak and valley. So hopefully I can get another Mount Panorama and try to do Mount Panorama. I haven't been able to complete one. That is such a tough place. I love that track too. But all it takes is one teeny little bump on a wall or one little bump from behind or one little anything and you're destroyed. If you do that on top of a mountain, you're gone. So it's such, it's a gauntlet for sure. What a challenge. Again, I really like it. I think it's one of the most difficult tracks, but fun. But again, it's definitely not the easiest, at least for me anyway. But anyway, I sure hope if I'll come out with another one, you join me. And again, I'm sorry that my pace wasn't the greatest, but I thought the race was good though. I thought it was a really good race. I'm the top American up there. Of course, I'm the only one in here. Only American in here. So, but that's okay. But it's great seeing all the different countries and stuff. I love that. That's really awesome. So again, I really enjoyed it, and I hope you give me a like and subscribe. And again, any comments would be great. I love talking to all my sim racing friends. And y'all take care, and we'll see you the next time.